Well, that was a really good mining trip. I died a few times in the cave, and we're gonna go back to our house. Let's walk to the house. Such a beautiful house, isn't it? It's absolutely perfect. Hello everyone, and welcome to my show-off video of the house I've been working on for the past couple weeks. It's an organic style house. It's fully organic, complete with furnishings. You have, floor patterns. You got little mines. You have a dinner table thing, and you also have a kitchen. Oh, and a kitchen wouldn't be complete with having a bedroom attached to it. TV, beautiful little outlook of world. Alright, well, this isn't a video just to show off. This is a video to show what actually went through my mind when creating this. This was not your average project. It took a very long time to create. The whole area did not look anything like this. I did this all myself, planting trees. I didn't do everything, as you can tell, because that's just a lot of work that I don't want to put up with. But I did do what I could. The seed is in the video right now, and I worked really hard on this. You got a pool here, which is where it's originally stemmed from. I just wanted an original, natural-looking cliffside with a house inside it, and this was the original waterfall. I used cobblestone, gravel, and stone as my color palette for outside. Mainly because gravel looks really natural and cobblestone looks natural, especially near water, because you would expect stone to be eroded if it was near water, and vines obviously look natural. So you enter, and one thing you'll notice is the entrance is a little bit off balance, and this was to make it look natural, because if it was symmetrical it wouldn't be as natural, even though you got wood and glass. But anyways, the entrance was just made to be, and also if it's more off it's not symmetrical, it's asymmetrical, it's more interesting to look at. Let's enter. You got a nice red welcome mat, and we'll start with this room, the entertainment room. The entertainment room took a very long time. I took a very long time to figure out the pattern for the ceiling here and the pattern for this ceiling. I went through a lot of hours doing this. So we'll get started. Originally, I just wanted a simple room, and it wasn't actually this big. It was cut off right where I'm walking along. So imagine a wall right along this area here. From these blocks, a wall extending. That's how big it was originally, but I wanted to add more, and I did. I have a library, complete with neat little piston decorations, I think. Fences, glowstone, nice library with kind of a dark setting to set atmosphere. And then you got your TV with the chairs, which are pretty easy to make, combined with a table, an aquarium, and I chose iron to make it look like it was a box, like a case or something. That's why I chose iron. I chose the green and the stone slabs because I thought it looked looked good together, and it looked natural. My whole idea with this whole house was to make things look natural. Obviously this isn't too natural, but it does look nice. The pistons add a nice accent, and you can see the walls are natural looking, cobblestone and stone, so they're not too fabricated, but they also look like they are fabricated. A decent blend. The floor is gravel, which in my opinion complements everything well. Natural feel to it. So and then over here I decided originally just to have, let me get the blocks out here, get rid of my mining materials. Okay, so originally what I had was a light gray wool all the way. This whole area was light gray wool, and it doesn't really look that good. It kind of clashes. So I chose to make it this dark gray wool, and then I thought that would look good, but then I thought there needed to be more colors. So I chose red for libraries because the library books shelves have a lot of red in them, and gold just to highlight the fact that it's an entertainment area. As you can see, you got pot plants, just trapdoors on dirt blocks and birch tree saplings. And I also want to show you another thing that it looked really cool, but it didn't last long because of the block properties. Let me get a fence and some ice. So what I had was I originally had ice here, but it all melted away because of the torches. And I thought that added a really interesting aspect to things. And the water, I think, actually flows somewhere. Yes, it does. The water from the ice melting flows. Oops, what's wrong with this one? There. The water from all the ice melting flows down this area into another area, and it's like this was a cave that was actually there already, and this whole build I decided to use a lot of water effects. So water flows down underneath this neat little bridge. If I can get over the bridge. Okay. And it flows down, and if you follow it, it'll take you right out here. Ah, isn't this beautiful? This took a very long time to do. In the original photograph, that there was no cliffside. I designed this all myself. I tried to make it look natural, and I tried to make it look really like it blends in with the cobblestone and the gravel, and the mossy cobblestone, because of the water, would obviously create growth on this cobblestone. And I think it turned out really good. It looks really amazing. The glowstone plants are just an addition I did to add lighting to it. They aren't really natural. Well, they're natural, but they aren't really like a real life natural thing. I should probably remove my inventory here. You also got shrubs, just, very simple shrubs, but they add effects down here because it makes it look like it's not just a barren stone wasteland. It has a very nice feel to it with these shrubs. And over here there's a legit cave, and I thought that would add cool. And I actually used color here. I choose to use tons of mossy cobblestone here to attract the eye to the cave, and I also used not a lot of mossy cobblestone here to attract the eye to the ruins. And the ruins don't actually lead to anywhere, at least not yet. Well, they kind of do, but they kind of don't. Get out of here. I got iron ore and coal ore to make it look like it's an actual cliffside with a lot of minerals in it. The balcony out of cobblestone, and the beautiful water currents. And these took a long time to design. I'm not gonna lie. Making water look nice in this game is kind of hard because it doesn't flow proper. I think I did a pretty good job, and that water that I showed you before, that was up here in this area, actually flows down here. So I made good use of it, I guess. And up here, the water flows from this beautiful little pond, which actually flows water to this waterfall. So I used a lot of water in this design, but I think it looks pretty cool. So you have nice stream. It's a really nice, it starts out small. Actually, it's supposed to be a little bit bigger than this, but that's okay. Flows around the tree to make, make a really good feel. Nice waterfall flowing down the side of the cliff. Just got a really natural feel to it, I think, at least. And then the water here, I actually carved it out, and I will turn up my brightness just so you guys can see it. I actually carved out this area to make like a channel for water, and I thought that looked really good. I added all this foliage because I think that trees are going to be essential, and that's pretty much why it looks so good. If there wasn't no trees, it would look really ugly. Trust me. My whole idea, I guess you could have, was like Sierra Nevada. That was like my whole feel I had with this, especially with the waterfalls and stuff. like a house nestled in a cliff with a beautiful landscape all the way around it, uh, and waterfalls, just really like whimsical, I don't know, whimsical like fairy tale type um, forest type thing. But obviously, it takes cues from real life, so it's not completely fairy tale, but it's got that essence to it. It's got a really nice feel to it, like a magical feel to it. I'll just hold it there for a second so you guys can see a nice still. Um, Over here, this isn't actually part of it. It was just a house I was doing for fun, and this was just a design I made for something else. So these are actually supposed to be here, but I haven't bothered to remove them. So if you may see them, they don't do anything. Another thing I added was leaf blocks. I added leaf blocks littered around the cave edges, the cliff edges, to really make the transition from, like a hillside to like a cliffy area, really overgrown, which is what this whole area feels like, with the vines and trees and everything. So that's why I added these leaf blocks, and I think they do a really good job. And excuse me, I think they do a really good job at their purpose, especially over here. Really makes it feel like a natural setting. Doesn't make it feel like anything's like too hard cut or doesn't belong. I only use these shrubs on the stone because stone is not going to have a lot of stuff growing on it, and I thought shrubs would look cool. Over here, I chose to use mainly gravel with grass and cobblestone, like over on the other side, to make it look natural. A lot of people don't like the gravel texture or the gravel block, but if you want to make something look real and natural, you have to use gravel. It makes everything look much more natural because it's just a natural block. It's naturally occurring, and it doesn't look like it's processed, and it doesn't look like it is, it doesn't look like processed compared to stone, but it doesn't look too overgrown like cobblestone. It just makes things really good if you're trying to have a natural setting. So we're gonna go back into the house. Enough of me talking outside. I added minerals in the walls as well for an effect of making it feel like it's an actual like cliff with many minerals on it. The actual feel I got from this is like a Vex map, like a super hostile map where you had to like cross the water to get to the other side where the wool would be or something. And there would be like dozens of mobs just flowing through these waters, and it would be really hard. And yeah, I think that would actually be pretty fun. And I would make like the surrounding area bedrock. If anyone that's watching is making collect the wool map, complete the monument, sorry, I think this would be a pretty cool idea. Not this exact idea, but something like that. Anyways, we're gonna go back into the actual house. Where's the entrance here? Or the balcony. I also added the balcony to make it look like there was less of a flat wall. Because if there wasn't a flat wall, it would look, if there was a flat wall, which is what it was like, it looked really fake and inorganic. So that's why I chose this balcony here. So we're going to walk up, and we're going to talk about the first room that we're in already. This is a very, very non-natural room, which is why mining isn't really natural. You're removing resources from the earth, so I chose for processed blocks and blocks that don't really look natural. Obsidian, brick like that. You don't see that in real life, like outside. That's not processed. Wood is processed. Obviously, the diamond blocks are processed. The lava makes it feel like it's an earthy feel to it, even though it doesn't actually lead to a mine. It could easily lead to a mine, but I decided to against it, simply because it just looked good. And yeah. The lighting here I chose for a really subtle glowstone approach. I didn't actually add glowstone in the walls because I thought that would look too tacky, I guess is the word I'm looking for. If I did it like this, it just looks weird. And also, it actually attaches to the glowstone block, so it just looks worse. I think there's a reason why I did that. Nope, no reason. Okay, so put this back. Alrighty. Um, yeah, so that was the whole feel I had with the uh, lighting here. I think it looks really good. It's subtle, but it does do the job, and it makes a really atmospheric setting to it. Over here is just the waterfall. This was the original plan. This wasn't actually here. This whole area wasn't here. I cut this out myself. Um, but this was the waterfall, and this looks really cool. It's like a nice hidden view. What I imagine people would use it for, if this was part of their home, would be for sniping things. Like they would see a skeleton and shoot through the water or something. Anyways, so you got furniture here, and there's not actually a really good reason to have this window. It doesn't really look too interesting. I have to add more things here, but for now, I thought I'd show it off because it's not complete. It's done, but then I could always add more to it. It's like an infinite project. So yeah, I chose stairs along the wall to make it look like it was less of a flat wall, and the different textures made it look more natural, but also less flat. And the pistons just kind of separate it. I don't know. And the note blocks or jukeboxes, which is what I used, made it look like an entertainment system, I guess you could say, entertainment center. I don't know, it looked really cool to me. I think it looks good. I really like the way this room turned out. This was the first room I did. Everything was, the first. Then up here, we have our dinner table. Nice little lookout area from the waterfall, and if people, if anyone's intruding, they can snipe while they're eating or something. So you have a nice dinner table, and for the dinner table, I choose blocks that aren't actually in this whole entire build. You won't see sandstone anywhere else except for the dinner table, so that kind of makes it look like it's special, and that's what a dinner table is. Obviously, it's special. And you got a nice little dead tree, just like a centerpiece. Chairs, pretty easy to make. The floor here is pretty easy. It's just a checkered floor with logs and pistons. There was really no feel for this. It was just I kind of wanted wood because I wanted it to match with down here. And I thought, why not logs and pistons? Here is just a Tudor style black and white. I think it looks really cool. Adds a nice atmosphere to everything. And I continued on with the stairs along the walls. And for the top here, I chose a actually kind of complicated design. It's like you got glowstone, 4 stone blocks, and then on the corners you have stone, and then you have slabs running all the way up. And it looks really, I guess you could say natural. Not natural, it looks really interesting. It's better than the checkered pattern, which is what a lot of people use. So anyways, that's pretty much it here. And I used trapdoors along the walls to make it look like it was like an outline, I guess. I don't know why there isn't one there, but that's alright. Yeah, so this is what it looks like, and you got a nice balcony, which is something I also wanted. I wanted people to, look down. Not exactly snipe their guests, but you get the drift, right? Over here is, I'm debating what I actually want to do with it, and there's water leaking here. Okay. I'm debating what I want to do with it. This took a very long time to figure out a natural way of making a kitchen. And I came up with this idea, and it looks pretty cool. It's actually not as easy as you think it is. It's a straight line of cobblestone and, every other cobblestone and every other stone slabs. And then at the corners you have a diagonal feel, which goes into this room. And that was a very big leg spike. I think it looks cool, and over here you have a very nice lookout of everything around you. And you got, the sink, which is the cauldron. I forget that is. That's a microwave, fridge. I'm trying to think what that was. Oh well, it's not important. This would be the area for the stove and like a vent. At least that's what I planned it to be. Like so. And same here. This is shelves actually. You can put stuff up here. So we're gonna go into my room. Actually, we'll go to the balcony. And the balcony is really natural looking, and that's kind of what I wanted it to look like. It doesn't really serve a purpose, but I guess you could snipe with it if you wanted. I don't know, it looks cool. I'll go up to a nice view up here. It really makes it look more natural, and it also subtracts from the ugly thing that's sticking out here with all the glass on it. Okay, we'll get out of here. The ceiling, I'm not actually finished because I don't know what I want to do with it, and I kind of like it like this, so I might just keep it like this. But then, you know, if you guys don't like it and you download the map, which will be a link in the description, then you can do whatever you want with it. And we'll enter in here, and this is my room. I actually found this floor pattern through messing around in the kitchen, but I didn't think it was suitable for a kitchen, so I decided to put it in my room. This is my TV, I guess, and you got shrubs, which, you know, add more interesting things. You got an entertainment stand. Cobblestone slabs to just make the room look less boxy and square. Well, not square, but less simple. Interruptions. Okay, so this is my area with my computer on Fraps. Actually, I'm on Fraps right now, so that's kind of a coincidence. Like the big computer, turn it on and off. TV, not TV, computer screen, nether brick chair, just to make it look like there's more color in the room. Jukebox, glowstone pot lights, flowers, my own personal library, another aquarium. I quite like aquariums. Bed, obviously. Nice little lookout here with, you know, like a place to entertain, not entertain, to, you know, chill with people, I guess. Nice lookout. And my sanctuary, obviously. So this is pretty much concludes my house, at least for the indoors. I didn't go over everything. I probably missed a few things, but I did what I could, and I did what I wanted to talk about from what I remember. So we'll do a nice little viewing here. Beautiful. And we'll go over here and do a really nice like sweep or something. Yeah, I like that. Alright guys, so that is my house. Hope you guys enjoyed. Link in the description for the download. I'll actually probably be adding more onto this. I want to add a area with a castle or like a fortification somewhere around here. Maybe like in this general area. And I think this is going to turn into a really big, big map. So see you guys later.